Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder Inc. Wrestling. Obviously, I'm Josh Snyder, your host, your man who leads the channel. I know you've barely heard me nor seen me since I started this channel. I got my reasons, but that's not what this is about. This is about me, what we're here to do here, which is review AEW full year 2024. Now, I got no notes for this. This is one where I'm just gonna go off the cuff, go off the thought. If I don't think I'll miss a match at all. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to not at least miss any matches. Hopefully I get them because there were 10, so I just gotta remember that. What I'm gonna do is talk about how I felt about the matches. I'm not an average AEW watcher. I don't watch all of AEW shows. So, there'll be people who will be mad that I miss plot points or little nooks and things. Look, it's just the way it is. I don't have a way to watch AEW on a regular basis. So, and I'm not subscribing to Fight TV or anything like that just to do it. So yeah, I'm not an average viewer in AEW. I keep up via social media. So we'll start with 0 Hour, where we had Anna Jay versus Deonna Purrazzo. I was very confused why this match took place. By what I gathered, Deonna offered her group services to Anna Jay before her women's title match. She said no, and they're having a match. That's pretty much what I gathered is the story. If I'm missing something, please let me know. Pretty much that's what I gathered. This match is fine. I think one of the weird things was Deonna is from New York. Most New York people were cheered here. Don't know why you do this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why you have her on the show here. You should have had Taya Valkyrie, who was like her like other member of the stable, have her in this match here, so Deonna's not in the match as in her hometown, because there's a very mixed reception. The crowd were not very into this match because, again, I don't think there was much of a build to it. I believe Anna Jay won. I could be wrong there. This is the only match I don't fully remember the winner. I think Anna Jay won. Which is fine. A win's a win. Doesn't really matter in the end. I don't actually really remember who won. I don't think it really matters who won. There's no story progression. There's no build. The referee looks like an idiot because Taya beat up Anna right in front of her, right in front of the ref, and he just kicked her out. Just call it a DQ. Just call it DQ. Referee discretion, sometimes I understand, but this was not one that needed referee's discretion. Like, just throw them out. Yeah, with that, we then go into a Fatal 4-Way match, which was the Beast Mortos, Commander, Dante Martin, and Buddy Matthews. This match was a banger. This match was fun as hell. Buddy Matthews, way over. I don't know when he became so over, and that's not meant to be a dig. I just don't know what. I've been not paying attention. I don't know when he became the most over guy. He is so over with this crowd. Was probably the most popular guy there. All of them pulled out some insane shit. Buddy wins after, I think Dante hit a 450, I think. Don't take that for sure. I think it was a 450. And in the middle of the pin, Buddy hit a stomp on him, a curb stomp on him, and pinned him. And Buddy Matthews gets the win. Crowd's really into him. Buddy, I think if you're building to the Australia show in, I think, February or March, I think Buddy's one of the guys you're building up to have a good platform there. That's what I'd be doing at least. Hopefully that's what they do. Yeah, very good match, very fun match. As was, to my surprise, Big Boom AJ versus QT Marshall. I thought this match was gonna suck. I've seen because AJ is not he's not Logan Paul. He's not Bad Bunny. He's not like anyone like that about Pat McAfee. He didn't have much athleticism to me. So I'm like, okay, he doesn't have nothing to make me go, he's good, they're gonna do well. Bad Bunny I didn't think was gonna do well, but like, you know what I mean. They didn't have no much athletic ability to him. He's a former wrestler, but like that was 20 years ago. Little did I know, man knows how to put on a fun match. It was not a banger, it was not a 5-star classic, it was a fun little pay-per-view pre-show match. Which the part that I think is why I could never be as angry that this match was taking place as everyone else was. Because this match was on a pre-show, wasn't on the main show. It had the last week of TV time diverted to it, which was about 30 seconds on, like 30 seconds to a minute on Dynamite, and maybe about 5 to 10 minutes on Rampage. Not much build was put into this specific match, but people are treating it like it was the entire build to think like, oh, they sacrificed all of TV time to build to this match. Like, they did it. They put, like, no effort into the match. They just let you know the match time. You know who built this match? Fucking AJ. On Twitter. He's the one that built it. He did a fucking great job at building to it. Fucking guy knew how to build. He's a very good professional. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him again. And he had a good match. They had a fun little match. Rizzler, they cut to a bit too much. I don't like the Rizzler. I don't know what people see in that kid. That kid looks... I hate that kid. Hate that kid with a burning passion. Big Justice and AJ, fine by me. The Rizzler, get fuck off. So, yeah, don't get the popularity in him. They cut to him too much during the match. But they had a fun little match. Big Justice, the child hits a better spear than Jey Uso, so there's a little headline for you. And yeah, it was a fun match. Overall, can't complain about it. Yeah, that's it. Very fun match, very enjoyed it. I think QT did well in making AJ look good. It was a good way to end the show. AJ gets the win with a powerbomb. Perfect. Perfect, straight to the point. Got the job done. And if he's not seen again, he did a hell of a job. If he's used again, good for him. If he's not dying to do anything AEW wise, I can see why WWE would want to use him. Maybe put him in a Royal Rumble. Put AJ in a Rumble, get a fun little pop there. So we kick off the main show. It's a Fatal 4-Way match for the AEW Tag Titles. Private Party, Kings of the Black Throne, the Outrunners, and the Acclaimed. Me and my friend Chris, who will watch this, we love the Outrunners. It's a stupid tag team that I can get behind, and I always will get behind. We wanted them to win. I knew they weren't going to win the moment FTR was not in this match. Because my thought is the team that they have to feud with is FTR. FTR, a heel turn from FTR on the Outrunners is my type of shit. So, that didn't happen. Instead, this whole feud match was about the Acclaimed. And Matt Caster. And I will be happy when they break up. I couldn't care less about them at this moment. They just don't do nothing for me anymore. This match was fun. Like, it was a fun match. I had no issue with it. Yeah, it's just a match that happened. That's all I can call it. It's a match that happened. Private Party won by hitting the gin juice on Max Caster. I didn't think they were going to lose, so I'm not surprised Private Party retained. Yeah, I don't know how long they plan to be champions. Don't know who their big feud is. Hope find out. Yeah, fun little match. Good tag team match. Hopefully the Private Party can get a better build now towards the show. Pay-per-view thing. Also, I might get matches out of order. I'm just trying to go in my head. I don't have notes on how this went. I don't remember fully. I know the next one, it was MGF versus Roderick Strong. This is one of the matches again. I think they could have been way better if they just didn't build to it. If they did not do this, if they did not have MJF, Roderick Strong, Adam Cole feud, I think we would have been better off. I think if we pretended the Devil never happened, Devil storyline, and we just wiped it under, just pretend that didn't exist, I think everyone would be better off, because the crowd does not, the storyline makes no sense now. The crowd does not care. There wasn't much into this match. MJF targeted the arm, the hand, and the fingers of Roderick Strong. Strong got a comeback, hit a bunch of hits of backbreakers, but in the end, taps out to the Salt of the Earth. MJF wins. MJF after the match stomps on the hand of Roderick Strong, causing more damage. Adam Cole and the Undisputed Kingdom are now way too fucking late. Run down to make save after MJF leaves. Kyle O'Reilly shows up and shoves Adam Cole because he warned Adam that this would happen if Roger got involved in Adam's shit with MJF, and he was right. So he's very pissed at Adam Cole, as he should be. So yeah, MJF gets a win. Again, I don't really care about the storyline much. It's just the way it is. Hopefully they can heat it up again. Hopefully they can get something that would interest me. But at the moment, I'm not interested in this particular storyline. Again, I'm trying to do this in order. I'm trying to think of order. I don't think I'm going to have this in order. I think this is where it falls apart. We have, I think, what my brain remember, what I'll talk about next. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. I don't know if this was next. Don't really care. This was a banger. A legitimate banger. This match was fun as hell. I really enjoyed this match. I've not been a fan of Mercedes Moné's character in AEW. I don't like her character. I think they have fucked up Camille as a result of this. They screwed up Camille. Sorry for my swearing there. They screwed up Camille. I think Camille has a great draw factor as a muscle, as a bodyguard. The problem is I don't think they use her well as a bodyguard. So Mercedes does not seem as a thing that she needs it, because she keeps winning matches by herself without Camille's help. So Camille's not needed at all. So Camille wasn't there for this match. They just had an insane match. Mercedes, it was strength of Chris Statlander versus like the cunningness of Mercedes Moné. Mercedes targeting the leg of Chris Statlander. Every match tonight involves some body part being targeted. We noticed it a bit too much here. So yeah, Chris cannot be beaten. That's the storyline. Mercedes keeps going for moves, keeps kicking out. Does Chris, and Mercedes finally is able to get the advantage. Mercedes finally able to get a roll up at the end to get the win and retain, just surviving Chris Statlander, not they just surviving her. Very impressed by this matchup. Mercedes and Chris stealing it. One of the best matches of the night. Not the best match. Especially not to me and my friend Chris when we were watching it. I don't think it changes much. But it was one of the best matches of the night. We then have... what was that? Oh, Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. Again, hell of a match. These two are a great story. Very similar story with the leg. I think that was the one that threw me and my friend Chris off a bit. We were very confused on why they did the leg again. But this one, I guess, made more sense because Hangman in the previous pay-per-view match they had his leg targeted by Jay White, so Hangman went back to that route. Hangman decided to get revenge and go after Jay White. Jay White, trying to get some sort of offense, goes back up to Hangman's, although it's not as effective. But in the end, they're trading hold. Hangman keeps going for the ankle lock. Jay White is able to finally counter it at the end and hit the switchblade to win. And gets the victory. He is now 5-1 against Hangman Page. And Jay White very happy with his victory. And I liked it. Hangman afterwards attacks Jay White. Christopher Daniels tries to stop him. Hangman punches him and knocks down Daniels before walking away. Jay White, I think, yeah, looks really good in victory here. I like the way it was done. I like me and my friend Chris popped huge for the finish. Loved the finish. It's just a fun thing, right? It's a fun little thing. I kind of enjoyed it. So what makes this fun, right? Makes the storyline thing fun. We then turn to the match of the night. Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. This match is awesome. This is my Will Ospreay has this way that I'll never understand. Doesn't matter who he's with, who he's against, Will Ospreay has the best match of the night. The man's the best wrestler alive. By far. It's without question. You will not get an argument. He's the best wrestler alive. End of story. Best wrestler alive today. Will is incredible. Everything he does. Storytelling. The way he tells stories in the ring, out of the ring. The way he does anything. The way he kicks out. Everything. He made Kyle Fletcher look like the next big thing. Because me and Chris believe Kyle Fletcher's the next big thing. I'm not like others who have like rode the Kyle Fletcher bandwagon. I'm not against him. It's not that I hate him or anything. I just would never paid much attention to him because he was in New Japan and all that, and like the UK independent season. I'm in Canada. But watching him here, I was like, oh, I see why they built you. I see why they see you as that, because you have it. You have this ability to be the next big thing, and they go back and forth with moves to know each other so well, but at the end, Kyle Fletcher hits a tombstone power driver onto the steps. And pretty much Will is screwed from there on. Because Will is able to move but barely, and Kyle grabs him and goes, I could let you get a count-out victory, but I'm not going to let it end that way. Throws him back in. They talk about the fear in Will Ospreay's eyes, not knowing what Kyle will do, and Will, being unable to, just being too noble, has to fight, keep trying to fight Kyle Fletcher, but in the end, Kyle gets in control, hits a corner brainbuster, top rope corner brainbuster, gets the victory, clean as sheet. Kyle Fletcher, established, made to look like a big deal. I can't even hate this. What a fucking win for Kyle Fletcher. Looks incredible. Hell, Kyle Fletcher. I hope he does great things. We then have, what was that? I think we then had the Mariah May celebration, which I hated. Hated this. This didn't need to happen. They did like a short 2-3 minute promo where I went to go turn. Mira Shirakawa saw it coming and speared her off the stage to a table, and that was that. I knew something was going to happen. It was either the turn on from Mariah May or Toni Storm was going to return. I just expected a bit more. I expected to go a bit longer. I expected to do a bit more, and it didn't. So that sucks. We have next. Stop right there. I actually filmed the rest of this video and then the part after this in one go. As I was looking through the results of Full Gear, I realized I forgot Daniel Garcia versus Jack Perry. So, I'm going to shove that in here and talk about that match. So, yeah, this match was very, very good. Jack Perry, obviously, as a character, it's not really worked for most people. Hasn't really worked for me either. Not a biggest fan, but it did its job. I only would have accepted Daniel Garcia winning this match, which he did. So I can't complain about that. I think Daniel Garcia winning the team title is the right move. I know he's entered himself into the Continental Classic, the C2 tournament, which starts Wednesday on Dynamite. Don't know how that works, because last time the Continental Championship's on the line, Daniel Garcia is TNT champion. Don't know how that works also, because I don't think he's winning, so he'll probably take some losses. Very bizarre. I don't know what the plan is with that. We'll find out. But yeah, very good match. Just wanted to throw that part in here so I didn't forget, and someone commented saying I forgot a match. I did not. I remembered very last second, but I didn't remember. So, yeah. Alright. Back to the video. Next, we then have, Konosuke Takeshita versus Ricochet was next. I don't know if I'm going to miss a match. Hopefully I don't. This match was fine. Just fine. Takeshita wins. I didn't expect much from this. Takeshita has good strikes. Me and Chris love that. But downsides that, didn't expect not really much to get super excited about. Takeshita wins. And we go about our business. Am I missing anything else? I think, because then we had, we then have Bobby Lashley taking on Swerve Strickland. Where Bobby Lashley just pretty much destroys Swerve Strickland. Swerve gets some offense in. Obviously, he's made to look good. But at the end, Lashley, being the dominant force he is, able to keep momentum. Anytime Swerve got a little bit, Shelton Benjamin, MVP of the Hurt Syndicate, gets involved for a split second, allowing Lashley to take control. Lashley wins, knocking out Swerve with the Hurt Lock, and takes out Prince Nana after the match too. I'm a big Bobby Lashley guy, always have been a big Bobby Lashley guy. I'll always support Bobby Lashley. So to me, Lashley getting the win here is only good for him. It's only going to establish him more, only going to put him over more. I will always be a Lashley guy. So, yeah, can't complain. Not an argument going to get out of me on that finish. Then we got a main event, if I haven't forgotten anything. Hopefully I haven't. Then we have a main event, which is Jon Moxley taking on Orange Cassidy. Very fun main event. Moxley's made to look like a killer. I love this Jon Moxley. I've not been a Jon Moxley guy. I love this Jon Moxley. This is what Moxley should be. A heel just digging down and hurting opponents for his pleasure. That's what Jon Moxley should be. And he does it very well. He ends up beating Orange Cassidy, but not by himself. Orange brings the fight to him, hits him a multiple Orange punch. Orange ends up bleeding, hits a multiple Orange punch, hits a beat break, just able to kick out is Mox. In the end, there's the strat, like Claudio and Pac come out from the Death Riders trying to interfere. They get run off. Maria Shafir tries to interfere. Willow Nightingale returns to try to take her out. And just when you think Orange has it, Wheeler Yuta and a Hood hits the Psycho knee. Moxley hits hits the Paradigm Shift. Moxley retains the title. Afterwards, they start beating up on Orange Cassidy when Hangman out and push him out of the ring. Hangman Page comes out, hits Wheeler Yuta with a chair, stares down Moxley. Christian then comes out of nowhere and hits an Unprettier, and he's going to cash in his title opportunity that he has, but Jay White stops that. Jay White then chases after, just leaves, and we follow the Death Riders that are escaping when a car drives into their truck, driven by Darby Allin, who looks like a fucking psychotic mess, bleeding. Very weird ending. Very chaotic ending. Led to a lot of potential challenges for Moxley, including some who lost, so it's very weird. I'm very curious to see where this goes. We'll have to see how it goes following next month's and see where the next pay-per-view is, because they didn't announce it. So I'm very curious. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of Full Gear in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all for the next one.